Today's question asks, what does Anabaptism mean?
Hi, this is Pastor Len Smith, interim pastor at Shepherd's Heart Fellowship at Church of the Brethren. Of course, you won't find the word Anabaptism in the Bible, but it is a theological question, and it involves a good bit of church history. You have to go back to the early years of the Protestant Reformation and sort of have an understanding in the early years of the Reformation. Aside from the Roman Catholic Church, they developed two other major groups, the Lutheran churches and the Reformed churches. For those faiths at this time in the early 1500s, there was the concept that whoever ruled the nation, whatever their faith was, everybody in that nation should have that same faith. And so consequently, whether it would be the Lutheran faith, the Reformed faith, or the Roman Catholic faith in Western Europe, parents were expected to have their children baptized or christened as infants. In the Reformed faith, there was a theologian in Switzerland by the name of Ulrich Zwingli, and he had a number of pupils who felt that Ulrich was reforming the church in some ways they agreed with, and in some ways they didn't agree with. And one of those ways was the issue of baptism. So the Reformed Church continued to baptize infants, but a group of his pupils that later became known as Anabaptists said, no, baptism should be reserved for people old enough to make a confession of faith. And so the word Anabaptist referred to these people who once had been baptized as children, later on as adults were baptized again. The groups who descended from those Anabaptists in Switzerland that began to baptizing again in 1525 today are known by a variety of names. The oldest group, dating back to 1526, are called the Hutterites, and we find those in the prairie provinces of Canada, North and South Dakota, Minnesota, Montana, in this country. There are about 45,000 of them in the world today. And then the second oldest group, they are known as Mennonites, named after their founder, Menno Simons. He was from the Netherlands, and there are about 2.1 million Mennonites in the world today, scattered across many continents. And then the third group, the Amish, are also considered descendants of these Anabaptists of the Reformation. They were organized in 1693 by Jacob Ammon, and most of the Amish, of course, live in the United States and Canada today, population of about 350,000. Now, there are other denominational groups that would be related and would follow Anabaptist principles, including Baptists who are found all over the world today, and also people who follow the Brethren faith. So, to sum up, what does Anabaptism mean? Today it means, often it's called like a free church or a believer's church, where people are not baptized until they are old enough to make a conscious decision to follow Christ. We appreciate this question and blessings upon each of you as enjoy this day.